One of the great tools within Google Docs is a Google Drawing insert. I have a hundreds chart here, 100 chart. It's a JPEG, that's a picture that I'm going to make a copy of. I want to move my cursor down the page a little. Under the Insert tab, I drop down to Drawing and click on New. This gives me a palette that I can do some annotation of an image or create something from scratch using lines and shapes and images. I'm pasting the one that I already had. Center that on my palette a little. And now I can start to use items like shapes. So if I was to use a rectangle, you'll notice initially it's not see-through, but if I come up here to the fill color, I can make that transparent. I can change the outline color, make it something bold like red, make it a thicker line just by selecting a heavier line or increase the points on it. There I'm able to surround those three numbers, draw attention to them. If I was to use something like an arrow, I could add that. I've got mine going the wrong way. If I went here, I could change that so it looked like that. Maybe I could change the color, make it thicker. Wonderful. I also could add in a text box. My text box, I could type something in there. I could even go so far as to put a line around my box. I could change the color of that. Again, draw attention to it. Lots of options, fun to play around with. When I hit save and close, it gives me what I did. If I chose to, I could put a box around it if that made it stand out a bit more. Makes it easier to label. If I was putting it into a document that needed that type of formatting, that's all we have to do. And anytime I can double click on it, takes me back and I can make more changes. One way I like to utilize this for student work, if I was to have a question here, when I go and insert my drawing, I include some instructions to let them know there's a drawing palette there. So maybe this is when I'm doing a math problem, I want them to be able to use the pencil to sketch. Maybe this is where I want them to insert an image and annotate it. Maybe I'm providing the image in here, but regardless, I want them to know it's an editable piece. And I'll go so far as to put a box around that so it's very evident of what they are looking at. And then I can go on with my next question that I have them looking at.